Ready? Sound. Hi friends, how are you? Sorry, every live when I'm starting setting, I'm checking the setting. When how you are watching the mobile in the mobile or in your device, I'm also checking in my device how it looks. So setting, I'm correcting setting. So starting setup will be that. Okay, hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Guruvira Textile and Fashion Technology Tutorials. It's an educational channel, educational classes, especially for textile technology. And sometimes I'm including fashion technology subjects also. Dear friends, already last week I took a live class on the same subject, mercerization, that is on introduction part. Introduction to mercerization, that is part 1. Actually, I thought to continue in the same live, but to shorten the time, I made it 2 part. Now the second part is the next step. What are the subject to learn involved in this basics of mercerization? That is theoretical mercerization. I'm not telling the practical mercerization taken place in the dyeing industries. What I am here explaining or briefing about the mercerization is only theoretical. What is written in the book, the definition of the mercerization, what are the chemicals used for mercerization, what is the method is there, what are the objectives are there, and what the type of process is used. There are all things, basics, theory, but practically in the dyeing industries, the officers, the employers, from labor class to officers, GM class or management class, what really they are facing practically, that is different. What really they are working experience, that is different. But the basic is this much what I am saying. This is for theoretical or examination purpose. And also, you check my mobile, this my education classes are for, you can use these classes for IIT, MTech entrance examinations, or any MTech, any BTech, any diploma, any GOC, or any handloom technology colleges or syllabus you can use. Everywhere is there. Or any examinations, board examinations, or anything examinations, NIFT entrance examination, IIT entrance examination, or many can use my videos. I am updating examinations. While reading, I am updating my class is for which examination is useful. Okay friends, please watch my first part, mercerization, that is introduction part, objectives and other things I brief you. In this part, I am going to just share my knowledge on factors influencing mercerization and results of mercerization. Hope. Okay, you can read. You can pause the video. You can read. If you want, take the camera front slowly. I think it's enough. Okay. Bus. See, there are factors influencing mercerization and results of mercerization. These 2 points I will discuss on this. Okay. Okay. See, factors influencing. Friends, what is mercerization? Objectives of mercerization. Mercerization is the process of imparting luster to the cotton fiber materials. Okay, this is the process. But luster, imparting luster means uh, what? The natural fiber, cotton fiber fabric is of dull in nature or grey in nature. What is that? Yes, cotton fiber. Naturally, it is a yellowish, grey, and other things. But scouring process or bleaching process or resizing some preparatory process, it will change its colors also. Even though the shining, how the synthetic materials, fibers, polyester, nylon, how they are luster, giving luster. That much of luster is not required, but this very minimum luster is required for the cotton fabric, especially for shirting, especially for tops. Okay, men's tops, women's tops, kids tops, whatever tops are there, or beautiful dressings, luster is required for cottons, natural cotton fabric. Mercerization is only for Mercerization is only for cotton fibers. This process, not for this process is not used for nylon or polyester. Okay, so mercerization not only giving the impart to the luster, and also other benefits are it's increase the strength, tenacity of the fiber, tensile strength of the yarn or fabric, and also because it modifies the internal structures. I will tell now, and also it will help the fiber, cotton fiber, to absorb more liquid solutions or dye solutions or any wet or finishing solutions, right? Because it increases the absorbability of the cotton fibers, the ability of the cotton fibers, ability to absorb. If the ability of the fiber is increased, then it gives the cotton fabric to dye evenly. Even dyeing can be happen, even dyeing, or it will help to give the better finish, even dyeing, even finish, whatever the functional finishes are there, whatever the finish are given, whatever is there, water repellent finish or antimicrobial finish, whatever is there, wet process, I don't want to take that. Whatever wet process, further process, other, even dyeing will be takes place. No patches, no crease marks, no markings, other things are there. So shades difference will be not there in the final dyed fabric. That is, so the fiber, all the 100% quantity of the fibers, whatever percentage of fibers are there, all fibers should absorb the color, dye particles. Affinity, it will increase. And it will increase the efficiency also, strength also, and more other benefits also, and also it make the process easy, further process. Okay, next, factors influencing mercerization. What are the factors involved in the mercerization? What are factors to be considered in mercerization? First one is temperature. See, friends, and please keep this point, mark this point. In dyeing, in any dyeing preparatory process or any dyeing process or a finishing process, usually the dye bath, whether it will be a pad batch process or it will be a continuous steam process or whatever, continuous or batch process. Okay, whatever the process you take, whether it is a jigger, whether it is a winch, whether it is a U-box, whatever is there, or J-box, not U-box, or J-box, whatever is there, the temperature maintained usually in the other processes are more than 60 degrees centigrade temperature is required. Is 60 degree to 90 degrees centigrade temperature required for scouring, for desizing, for dyeing, other things. But in case of this mercerization, this is very, very important. How much temperature is less, that much of mercerization process is the aim of mercerization taken place. Very good achievement, because mercerization happened in the low temperature. The temperature required essential here is 15 degree. Oh, sorry, what I forgot to this. microphone. See, usually the temperature 15 degree to 18 degrees is maintained, because how much temperature low is there, that much of the affinity between the cellulose substance of the cotton fibers and the NaOH, sodium hydroxide, that is alkali. Sodium hydroxide, NaOH, sodium hydroxide and sodium NaOH hydroxide. This NaOH is a alkali, not acidic. This is alkali. This is a alkali is react with the cellulose substance of the cotton fiber. The reaction between cellulose, the polymer chains or macromolecular chains of the cellulose substance or cotton fibers and NaOH taken place. This performance, the reaction performance process is happened very effective in low temperatures. Low temperature is happened. Okay. High temperature is not required. Please remember this point in mercerizations. Okay, this is one factor. Second factor is concentration of the alkali solution to manage reactions. NaOH concentration varies from 20 to 30%. Dear friends, concentration of alkali cellulose solution. Alkali cellulose solution. Usually it is called as alkali cellulose solutions. Okay. This solution, whatever solution is prepared for impregnation of the material. The textile material may be a yarn, it may be a fabric in the form of knits or fabric in the form of woven. Right? Knitted fabric, woven fabric or yarn are mercerized. First, they are washed and impregnated, means it is passed in the solution of the alkali cellulose solutions. Okay, that is mercerization solution, specially prepared NaOH solution, alkali concentration. That is called alkali cellulose concentration. The concentration bath is there, no, the cellulose bath. That concentration is important. How much the NaOH? It is for sometimes. It requires time. There is a time. Immediately, the cellulose substance in the cotton fiber will not absorb alkali NaOH immediately. It takes some times, not more times. How much times? Some times is there. That is in the industries. Some its own small time it takes. Slowly, fabric or material is passed through the impregnated box. It is solution bath. Okay. During that solution, that time, the duration of the textile material, whether yarn or fabric, in the solution, okay, in the mercerization solution, alkali solution, that solution, whatever the concentration is there, whatever the concentration of the NaOH, material to liquor ratio, M is to L, that concentration, or how much NaOH is used, not only NaOH only, other ingredients, other editors also, other agents also used. Okay, that is not required here. I am concentrating only NaOH is only for H. That concentration is there. How much the time required to complete impregnation of the textile material or cellulose material in the fiber, that is important. How much it is absorbed. Sometimes alkali solution is absorbed and passed into the structure of the morphology of the cellulose fiber, textile fiber, or sometimes it is only placed on the surface of the fiber or materials. How much percentage it has entered into the structure of the cellulose? How much percentage residue is there in the bottom of the bath? How much percentage of the alkali residue is present on the surface of the textile material. These are things important. Concentration. Usually NaOH concentration varies from 20 to 30% concentration will be there. This is important. To manage reactions to be managed. What are the reactions? Okay. I will come to that point. What are the type of reactions? Next one, application of stretch or tension. See, mercerization. Mercerization is done. First, whatever the material is there, especially fabric, it is under tension. It is washed and impregnated and taken with little bit tension. The tension only. Tension is required. Pre-tension is required. Pre-tension and after tension. In the pre-tension also, the stretch yarn or fabric to be in the form stretch so that fibers are free from each other. It makes the fiber, because due to cohesiveness property of the fibers, they have twisted or entangled in the yarn. Okay, sometimes in the fabric. These are all, if fabric is stretched in the stretch forms, okay, or yarn is in the stretch form, so that it is easy to absorb the solution, alkali solution. Makes easy to absorb the solution by the textile materials. And also while washing also tension is required. When it is going for after impregnation and after the tensions, calendars and other things, or after while washing also tension is, after tension is recommended. This application of tension, stretch, makes the cellulose fibers to swelling. See, dear friends, swelling of the fiber takes place in the mercerization. Main core of the subject, the word of the subject, swelling, is important in mercerization. Swelling of the, if the fiber swells. What is swelling? Here see, this picture is there. Friends, you know, when the cotton fiber, before, at the time of harvesting, not at the time of harvesting the cotton, before the harvesting, when the plant grown and produce the flowers and produce the pods of the cotton, before the pod opened or opened and exposed to the sunlight, when it was the closed like the ball, whatever the inside lump of the fibers are there, no, that lump of the fibers are in the wet conditions, moist conditions, fibers contained in the moist conditions. All fibers, whatever the lump of fibers are there inside, tuft, not tuft, lump of the fibers are there, all are with water particles. The water particles, at that time the fibers are like this shape, like this round, that cross section of the fibers in the pod in the wet condition, or in the circular round cross section is circular will be there. When the pod is opened and exposed to the sun, all the water particles inside the substance, cellulose fiber, are get evaporated. Full flower pod is opened and it is all water particle is evaporated and becomes all cotton inside the pod gets dried. Not only dried, due to air pressure and other things, the fiber becomes flattened. The fiber becomes flattened and twisted. Fiber becomes flattened and twisted, because actually it becomes a ribbon. It becomes ribbon shape. Okay, but here actually this is a cylindrical shape. It is a hollow shape. Cellulose fibers are in a hollow shape, but when the water evaporates, it gets ribbon form, flat ribbon form. This flat ribbon form is used for spinning of the cotton yarns and weaving of the fabric and dyeing of the fabric for normal fabric, for normal finish. But when John Mercer invented this mercerization, when this flattened ribbon like cotton fiber is treated with NaOH, he found that it has absorbed all alkali solution and reached its original shape, like cylindrical shape. Okay, and surface of the fiber becomes shiny, it looks. In the microscope, in the X-ray, they have observed that it becomes shiny. Cotton fiber becomes shiny, like polyester and these things. So that is happened in 1850. Okay, now. So this is the structure. This here, the difference here is this is a flattened non-mercerized fiber, and it's a after mercerization. It has the shape is physical changes. There is a changes in the physical changes in the cross section of the fiber and length of the fiber. How much percentage? Cross section is increased by 40 to 50% of the cross section is increased, and 1 to 2% length is increased after mercerization. If all fibers in the textile material, whether it is yarn or knitted fabric or woven fabric, if all fibers in the textile materials are gets increase their shapes and length, and automatically the final whatever the product is there, the outcome of the product, the outer product, that becomes luster, that have the luster. When the any light falls on the when the light falls on the any subject, reflecting subject, it has to reflect. That gives a luster. Luster will appear for our naked eyes when it has to reflect the light. Then only luster will be there. That is the physics. Okay. So this gives physical changes in the reaction. Physical changes will take place. And what are the other changes takes place? Chemical change takes place. One is after mercerization, the flattened ribbon-like shaped fiber is converted into like this full swollen fiber. So it is swelling. It is called swelling. What it is swelling? It is swell like this. Cross section is increased, length is increased. Okay, this physical change is happened. Second reaction. What is the reaction? Results of the second reaction is the chemical changes. Chemical means here alkali NaOH, when it is entered inside the space of the fiber, the reaction takes place between the cellulose substance and alkali. Here alkali solutions, alkali cellulose is resulted inside the fiber. Alkali cellulose is resulted inside the fiber. This is one change. Chemical changes will take place. But before, see friends, I am explaining, when the fiber was in the closed pod in the plant, the fiber contains only water particles and other nutrients, plant nutrients. Okay, but when mercerized, this fiber substance containing not nutrients, not water, but it is containing alkali. Whatever substance inside is their polymers or macromolecules are there in the morphology, those are all are called alkali cellulose. Cellulose becomes alkali cellulose. Cellulose became alkali cellulose. This changes takes place. One is physical change. Second one is cellulose is converted into alkali cellulose. What is the third changes happened? Macromolecular arrangement. Macromolecular arrangement. Friends, you know the morphology of the fibers. In the synthetic fibers, man-made fibers, that is the tenacity of the fibers of the polyester, nylon, acrylic, or any Teflon, carbon fiber or glass fiber, what is there? The morphology is modified artificially. How much they want strength. All they are arranging the molecules, polymolecules, how much they want. Friends, you know morphology of the fibers containing. One is, see friends, one is having what is called crystalline region will be there. Crystalline. Okay, this is not okay. One is crystalline. There are three regions will be there. One is crystalline region in the cellulose fiber. Second one is what is called highly oriented region. Highly oriented region. And third one is amorphous regions. Amorphous There are three reasons in the morphology of the fibers, not only natural fibers, even regenerated fibers or man-made fibers. Three reasons will be there: highly crystalline reason, highly oriented reason, highly amorphous reason. Amorphous means free. All the molecules are like here. All molecules are, if the polymolecules are placed like this, crisscrossed, how they want, randomly, this region is called the amorphous region. And if the molecules are arranged in a compact form, this is called crystalline. Some percentage of the polymolecules makes the crystalline compact structure. Okay, this is crystalline form. Some fibers are placed, some molecules are placed parallel to the axis of the fiber. Suppose this is the axis of the fiber, molecules are arranged like this, parallel to the axis of the fiber. These are all the polymolecules. These are polymolecules. This is the axis of the fiber. These are polymolecules. If the polymolecules are parallel to the axis of the fiber, those are called highly oriented. If the group of polymolecules arrange themselves in a compact form, that is in the crystalline form, that is crystalline region. If some regions are there, there is no crystalline region, there is no oriented regions, free space will be there, that is free space. Like how there is no order in the molecules arrangement. Okay, so in such cases, these three reasons are very, very important to understand the dyeing of the textile fibers or wet processing of the textile goods. Amorphous reasons makes the space for allowing the dye particles or wet particle or chemicals into structures. And highly oriented reasons gives strength to the fibers, and compacted crystalline regions helps to get the tensile. This crystalline region and highly oriented regions helps to increase the tensile strength of the yarn or fabric or tenacity of the fibers. So properties, these three reasons are influencing on the properties of physical and chemical properties of the textile fibers. Okay friends, that I will discuss later. If you want, you can watch one video is there, that is morphology of the cotton fibers, morphology of the textile fibers. So you can watch. Already more than 270 videos are there in my channel. Okay, next one is attraction of the alkali cellulose. This is I covered. Free residue alkali. Free residue alkali means after the mercerization is complete. Okay, when the all quantity of the, whether in the bulk, 1000 meters, 2000 meters, whatever is there, bulk, whatever the residue will be there. We should not think that material to liquor ratio, how much we have taken NaOH. Okay, how much we have taken an NaOH, the quantity, material to liquor ratio, that we should not think that all percentage of the chemical we use are used for the mercerization, the applications, but some residue will be there. That residue may be in the bottom of the bath, or the residue may be in the surface of the textile materials. That is to be removed. That is also, the residue also affecting the swelling of the fibers. The swelling of the fibers also affecting the percentage of the increase, how much percentage increased, how much percentage is decreased. All this all taken place. That is also acting. Residue is there. The residue is also an it will react with the fibers. It will influence the alkali. So residue has to be taken care in the calculation part of the mercerization process. Dear friends, okay, then results, what is the results are there? Swelling, most important swelling is there. Results means 40 to 50% of cross section will increase, 1 to 2% length will increase, and size of the pores. Yes. Here after swelling, when the fiber, before mercerization, when the fiber was there, that is ribboned and flattened, it will be there. You know, friends, the surface of the fibers are having pores. Even our skins also having pores. Whatever sweat is coming outside, like that, fiber surface also having pores, holes, small orifices, holes are there, full fibers. Through the holes, the dye particles are entering, chemical solutions are entering. If the fiber, if the mercerization is not done, if the mercerization is not done, what will happen? Normal dyeing, in case of normal dyeing, the chances of swelling of the fibers is very less. In other dyeing, the dye may be any reactive dye, acid dye, basic dye, whatever is there, any other prepared procedure. Okay, but chances of liquid entry is diffusion of the dye particle is very less. But after mercerization, because of the swelling of the fibers, okay, the holes are opened. The holes are opened. The pores, holes of the in the surface of the fibers are opened. If the holes or pores in on the surface are opened, then definitely it will help to increase the next process is there, whatever after mercerization, whatever next process that is dyeing or finishing, that dye chemicals, dye solutions or finishing chemicals are easily entered and makes the evenness compared to normal dyeing. Mercerized fabrics gives very evenness will be there, dye evenness, finish evenness, look, attraction, all will be evenness. Not only luster, everybody is saying luster, mercerization will give luster, that is okay, but with the luster it will help to give the good quality of the finished product, textile products. Okay, friends, now I'm closing this live class, today's live class. Next, again, I'm coming. Actually, I would like to take this mercerization in Hindi also. I will take Hindi also. Okay, when I will take, I don't know. When I'm free, I will come and take the live classes. Dear friends, in dyeing subject of the textile, almost I covered most titles, lessons. Reactive in dyes, reactive dye, acid dye, basic dye. Most of the dyes I covered. Please watch my videos. And preparatory process, bleaching, scouring, mercerization, sizing, desizing, all I covered. Sometimes little bit is there that I will take care in the next part. And also in textile designs, all types of patterns I have explained, and all fibers almost I covered. And dear friends, next I am planning to come live or record and edit videos for the textile testing I am planning. Textile testing I have not taken. Textile testing I am planning to take, and also a plan is there for knitted fabrics. Thank you friends for watching this video live. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel Guru Veera Textile and Fashion Technology Tutorials. Please share with your friends. Okay, like it, and please click the icon bell to get the notifications in your device. Thank you very much.